I've never told anyone, but I've always thought they were lighthouses. Lighthouses.
See? That's stars.
What are all these lighthouses?
There's always a lighthouse. There's always a man. There's always a city.
Oh my god. Hello gamers and gameritas. Now, I have been a console gamer pretty much all my life, and I only briefly dabbled in PC back when I was younger, on such delights as The Sims, the Zoombinis, some chemistry one with teenagers and shit. If you know what I'm talking about, please let me know, because it's driving me crazy. I don't know what it's called, but I used to play it all the time, and these teenagers would make stuff with chemicals and stuff. Am I going crazy? Yeah, I'm probably going crazy. Myst, Zoo Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon, MS Paint. However, since uploading the Gaming Moments That Made Me Cry video along with the top 10 sad songs in video games video, I have been commented, asked, suggested, and even downright implored to play a particular game that is only available on PC. Or, to my delight, Apple Macs. Pretentiousness to the moon! Yep, this is the game that spawned me in the direction of the creation that is Steam. I completed this game a few nights ago, albeit a bit drunk from a night out with uni friends. So I'm here to tell you a PlayStation gamer's opinion on this indie gem.
I can only name a few things that I've been more hyped about than To the Moon. Sliced bread, a wild night out with the girls, Fallout 4. Where are you, Fallout 4? I've been waiting so long for you, Fallout 4. I'm being serious, Bethesda. Fallout 4! Anyway, what were we talking about again? Oh yeah, hype. Definitely not Fallout 4. So it's fair to say my expectations were raised slightly above the usual. When you start the game, you're greeted with the serene beauty of a lighthouse under an inky blue sky, the gentle brushing of the waves against the coastline, and a helpful 3 options. Begin, load, or exit.
Yeah, I think I'll choose that last one. Alright, see you later game, it's been a blast.
Without wanting to load a file that doesn't actually exist yet, I think I'll play it safe and go with begin. The graphics that greet you are reminiscent of the 16-bit Pokemon era, comprised of pixelated sprites and charming bright scenery. I didn't personally grow up with these sorts of games, but even I still find it instantly pleasant and retro without being distracting. We live in the era of 4K and 60 FPS these days, but this cartoony indie appeal is really welcoming and nostalgic. Even from the very first scene, I adored the writing and banter and dialogue between the 2 staple characters, Dr. Neil Watts and Dr. Eva Rosaline. Neil is the more kooky of the 2, providing comic relief and fantastic jokes throughout the game, whilst Eva is the more sensible one, yet she even has a witty touch to her remarks too. The more cheerful scenes were a nice balance to the heaviness of the themes that you come across later in the game, but they don't detract from their seriousness either. It's just a great balance of both comedy and tragedy. If I'm going to talk about this in terms of being a game, I'm gonna have to mention the mechanics. I've not been into point and clicks too much apart from back in my childhood, so I found this stuttery, keep clicking to move forward motion quite off-putting. It could just be me not being used to that style of movement, but quite often I actually resorted to using the arrow keys to make it more fluent. Sometimes you would try interacting with an object by clicking on it and your character would move in a different direction that you wanted them to, which would also be kind of annoying. But, there's nitpicky things really. It would also be a little hard to find that last memory link to move the story forward, which got frustrating. I just wanted to see what would happen next.
Come on! Where's the freaking memory link? But it's freaking memory link!
The puzzles weren't really necessary in my opinion. They were too easy and a bit disconnected from everything else, but perhaps this is to remind you that Eva and Neil are in a simulator and not real life. Perhaps. The soundtrack for To the Moon is pretty much globally praised, and rightly so. The music was beautiful, and even encouraged me to learn one of the songs on my own keyboard. I'm gutted I didn't play this game before making the top 10 sad songs in video games video, because Fall River would have absolutely made it onto the list. As well as the somber piano scores, there are also cheerful, uplifting, Professor Layton style songs for the happier or funnier moments, which were just as great.
Free pony rides in space. Oh, Neil, you little something. I should write scripts before I do this.
And I must say, the moment at the carnival on the log at night when everything clicked for me, oh boy. Whilst I didn't explode into a river, oh, get it? River? River? Puns! A river of tears streaming down my face like I was expecting. I did get heavily choked up on a few occasions.
That's why he wants to go to the moon. That's why!
I was kinda drunk playing it one night though, so that may have influenced the emotions.
No! River! No! To the Moon is one of those games that doesn't only reside on entertainment. I mean, the writing definitely did that for me. Neil Watts was a great character. But they can delve to the very core of your being and explore what it means to be alive, just as the great mediums of musical scores and the canon of literature can. It is an experience more so than a game, I would say, but personally I'm glad I didn't just watch someone else do a let's play of it and actually personally experience it myself, because I felt more of an emotional connection to what was going on in the story rather than just watching a PewDiePie play it. Personally, I'm glad I took the plunge to get a Steam account just for To the Moon. Therefore, To the Moon achieves the status of HALE. One thing's for sure though, I'm never gonna look at rabbits or platypuses in the same light again. Or pickled olives for that matter. Yeah.